Welcome, everybody. I'm Boysen Hodgson. Welcome to the 20th Annual Ron Herring Mission of Service Awards. And with us in the room today, we have a handful of really awesome guys. I'm Boysen Hodgson. Dan Baldwin, who's the Circle Support, will be coming in to present a couple of awards. We have Jim Katona, who is the Mission Circle co-coordinator. This year, we have Ted Friedman, who is a past Mission Circle coordinator. We have Ivan Z. Newell, who is a past Mission Circle coordinator. These are, great to see some faces. We have Art Patterson from the Mid-Atlantic area who will be presenting an award today and speaking to you about another passion mission program that's happening in the Mankind Project going on this year. I'm going to hand it off to Jim Katona to say a few words, and then we will get right into the presentations. Welcome, everybody.
Thanks, Boysen. And I just want to mention Randy Marks is the recent Mission Circle coordinator, and it's great to have him on board. He's vacationing and isn't with us today. And it's really awesome to be involved with this project and to see all the great things that men have been doing throughout MKP and throughout the world. And it's an honor to be able to be here to present the awards today. And thank you.
Thank you, brother. And first up, and why don't we start with Z? Do you want to read our first award for today?
Okay, awesome. We will begin with Kalani Creutzburg from San Diego, Loving White Dove. Kalani's mission: I co-create a better world by loving myself and others. Kalani has addressed a need to help homeless veterans as well as the need to save homeless dogs from being euthanized. He created a 501c3 nonprofit, Camis and Canines, and provides combined solution by first providing bridge housing, food, and community to homeless veterans. Then he provides and facilitates weekly circles to them and makes available NWTAs to them, helps them live a purpose-driven life again by providing them with work, responsibilities amongst the community, and lastly, he matches homeless vets with rescue dogs, transforming two lives at once. How cool is that? So, Kalani, thank you so much for your service, and we honor you today.
Kalani is in the room with us. Kalani, you want to speak for a minute?
Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here. This is such an honor. I'm actually speechless, to be honest with you. I would just say that, you know, the mission that I'm living, which is to help our veterans, our homeless veterans, because I was homeless 2015, right before I found MKP. And it's because of the work that I do with MKP that has given me the energy, the motivation, the inspiration, the source to believe in myself and believe that I can actually make an impact in the world. So today, literally as we speak, I'm on a ranch, 289 acres, where we house homeless veterans. And me helping others, I have found there's a lot of healing power in that for myself. And so really living my mission, this is about keeping myself alive and healthy. And every time I get to wake up with our veterans and break bread with them, morning and night, is why we continue to do the work that we do. And if you're in San Diego, I would invite you to come down to the ranch and sit in circle with us. Thank you.
Awesome, brother. And I heard you say that the NWTA in this project was the source. You are the source. Ooh. All right. So you are the gift. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ted, you want to bring us Chicago?
Chicago, yes, indeed. Our next man up is Hank Kinzie from Chicago. His mission is to create a safe and loving world by opening my heart and embracing others. And for years, he has given of himself to thousands of men with reckless abandon. He is one of the cornerstones of the Warrior organization who helped consolidate the New Warrior Network Mankind Project in the infantile stages. He's a champion who has always promoted men's work to all he's come in contact with. He remains humble in his resolve. He is a luminary in defending mature masculine energy, be used in the work we all do, and he's a beacon of wholesome love.
Hank, congratulations. You were the 2018 Ron Herring Award for Chicago. Welcome, brother. Jim Harp, Free Eagle, Mid-America South. Jim's mission is to create a safe and loving world by opening my heart and embracing others. Jim's very active in his community. Giving back is a good way to define him. He's involved with Habitat for Humanity for the last 6 years and is part of a regular team of volunteers that works a day every week. Jim also works a half day in the store, the Habitat Restore. He also works 1 day a week delivering Meals on Wheels to senior centers. And I don't think we have Jim in the room with us today.
Okay, I just want to share one thing. I sat in a meeting with Jim Harp one day, and I will never, ever forget this. Here's what he said. He said, hey, you guys, I've been sitting in circles doing healing work now for 5, 6, 7 years. My cup is running over, so I'm going down to Habitat on Thursday mornings. Does anybody want to join me? And if that doesn't say it all, you know, we do our healing work for ourselves, and then we start to be so full, like the men we're seeing here, that they just spill over. It was the most beautiful thing. So bless you, Jim.
Oh, welcome, Jim. And let's see, Jim, do you want to read one? You want to read Bill?
Fierce Papa Bear from the Southwest, Bill Konigsberg. I create a safe world of marginalized youth by living my truth and speaking out for those who have not yet found their voice. Bill is the award-winning author of 4 young adult novels, with a 5th on the way in 2019. His fiction explores the lives of LGBTQ youth. In November of 2018, at the Assembly on Literature for Adolescents at the Allen NCTE conference in Houston, Texas, he spoke out about homophobia and advocated for the marginalized youth. After his speech, an annual award was established in Bill's name, the Bill Konigsberg Award for Acts and Activism for Equity and Inclusion through Young Adult Literature. Will be presented to a youth advocate in the young adult literature world every November. Bill is the first recipient of the award, and he has stepped into his leadership and really found his voice. It is an honor to announce, Bill, that you are the 2018 Southwest recipient of the Ron Herring Award. Congratulations.
Oh, and Bill, I just want to shout again. I've read all Bill's books before I knew he was a new warrior to my LGBT youth in my household, and I'm proud to know this man. Thank you, Bill.
Oh.
And here we go. Art Patterson, you want to take this one?
Excellent. And my moment to create a world of diversity, nation, restore the tradition of mental, so all born together, you have a positive adult role model in their life. And that members, they can go into a deeper and sacred message purpose. For 20 years, as I have the youth of Kalani, we can see he is a man and a good facilitator to Baltimore, Virginia, and GW. For 12 years, he has been facilitator in prison through the attorney to provide as has worked through the 2,000 employees here and high young adults with for infants and young men that need mentions around the job. So much of the year where he had turned for the rules of his job into strength. He connect to the more people with empathy, understanding, and compassion. And I'm honored to give my mentor my first man this award. Congratulations, Alice. Thank you.
Oh, Playful Porpoise from Mid-Atlantic. Thank you very much, Art. And Alex was with us last night to acknowledge the award. And thank you, Art, as a mentee of Alex's for being here to present. And we're going to go one slide ahead and stick with you to talk about the Barrier Free. Tell us about the Barrier Free, Art.
3 years ago, I had a vision of a weekend for men with physical disability. I remember my weekend. It was life-changing. And my vision is to see a weekend of men with disability. All staff and participants. We're talking about reaching each man one man at a time. This is an area that I feel that MKP is ready to do. And the weekend will be in West Arizona, August 23rd. The 25th, we need men, all men. We need men to help on the weekend, also assist the initiatives. This will be a great opportunity, and you'll be the first of many very free weekends. This will make MKP history. I ask every man, every brother to be a part of this amazing weekend. You think you do the weekend for others, but you're the one that gives the blessing. So I challenge every able-bodied brother to be your church brother. I guarantee your life will never be the same.
Thank you. Huge team of men at work on this to happen outside Prescott, Arizona, at Dee Spittler's ranch. And thank you, Art, for being here to represent this mission of passion for so many men in MKP and what's coming. Thank you, Art.
You're welcome.
And next, let's see, Ted Friedman, you want to do this one?
So the next band is Jim Stevens from Alberta, Canada. And Jim, his mission is I create a loving and connected world by living in an open heart and helping others. I like that, living in an open heart. Jim has led a non-MKP young men's group in Edmonton for over 2 years. He has created a safe place for young men, early 20s to mid-30s, to share life challenges and how they feel about those challenges. There have been a core group of about 8 men that have continued to meet from the beginning, as well as a number of men who have joined the group for a while until something changed, such as moving to a different city. This work is in alignment with Jim's mission. The Young Men's Group has delivered significant benefit to these young men. Recently, the group honored him with 2 Pendleton blankets for his giveaway. So, and we honor you now, Jim Stevens, for your work and your dedication to your mission.
Welcome, brother. Jim, you're with us. Can we hear you?
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
We got you.
Great. Have to excuse me, I'm just coming off a bit of a cold. So the good news is it'll be quick. So I'm honored and blessed. Honored and blessed for this award. And truly, it's been more of a gift to me. Just driving home after the group, just awash in this glow of connection. Yeah. So it's been good for me. I'm truly amazed at how evolved these young men are, like compared to myself when I was that age, and their desire for this personal growth piece is just huge. And the guts that they have, the powerful vulnerability to step up and just tell their story. So I'm blessed. I'm complete.
Oh, thank you, Jim, for being here. We appreciate you and the service you're giving, and congratulations. Next, we have Doug Earle. And I'll do this one, and I'll hand off to you, Jim, for the next one. White polar bear from Mid-America North, Doug Earle. His mission is to support people of lesser means by donating his time, energy, and resources to make stronger communities and a more just world. This award is presented in memoriam for Doug. Doug lived out his mission by providing pro bono legal services for people in need. He supported public education and WKAR, Michigan State Public Radio. He was active in the Democratic Party by canvassing, door-to-door calling, running for office, and was a candidate for federal judgeship and the Clinton County Drain Commissioner. Doug was a member of the Sierra Club with donating time and money. He was a member of the local Lions Club from 2004 to 2017 and held the office of Tail Twister, a position where he kept track of members' service projects. Doug was also active in the White Cane Drive from 2004 to 2007, supporting visually impaired individuals, plus many other Lions Club projects and activities. So in memory of you, Doug, White Polar Bear, thank you for your service and blessings on being the Ron Herring Award winner for 2018. Good.
Barnow from St. Louis, Joe Halley. I create a world of champions by championing all to be their best. Served 2 tours in the Peace Corps, spreading his gifts and knowledge that he receives from NKP to many students and people of Kyrgyzstan and Ukraine. It's an honor, Joe Halley, to announce that you're the recipient of the St. Louis Mission of Service Award, Ron Herring Mission of Service Award for 2018. Thank you.
From New England, Vern Ludwig, Medicine Rain Bear. His animal name changed, and he told us what it was last night. I build a world of trust, intimacy, and love by trusting myself, listening, and service. Vern's worked with men inside many men's prisons in Massachusetts, 1 or 2 evenings each week since December of 2001. He is currently facilitating weekly circles of men in Norfolk State Prison. For the past 3 years, he served as mentor for the monthly Native American Lodge ceremonies in Norfolk State Prison. He's also worked in men's prison circles in California, New York, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. His work inside began with the Jericho Circle Project in the Federal Medical Center at Devens, Massachusetts. He's currently supporting efforts to initiate a circle inside a Maine prison and to begin a community circle and mentoring effort in Mattapan, Mass, to support men re-entering after they've been incarcerated for long sentences. Over the past 17 years, he has conducted facilitator training for inside men and outside facilitators. And Vern was with us last night and checked in with us. And Vern, blessings and thank you. You are a Ron Herring Award winner for 2018. And now I think we have Joe Halley in the room. Joe, are you in the room now? Yes, you are.
Yes.
I'm going to go back one. Joe, congratulations. Say a few words.
Thank you. I'll say a few words, yes. I've been back in the country about 7 months now, and I'm going through what's called a readjustment crisis. It's kind of like a reverse culture shock, but I'm glad to be back. And I'm in my I group twice a month, which is most helpful. I'm honored to be the recipient of this award and to be included with these fine men. I'm now contemplating what to do for my next stage in life, but I'm going to stay involved in the Mankind Project. I'm totally good. It's on sabbatical and going to remain that way for a bit longer before I decide again. Thanks, and I'm grateful, and I'm humbled by this.
Aho, blessings, Joe, on your service, and thank you. Ted, would you be comfortable doing the first Bill Kauth Community Award for a developing community?
I'll go to the left side first and note that the community coordinator is Josh Egenolf. Hope I'm saying his name correctly. And also the incoming community coordinator is Trevor Drakeson. They have 2 I groups, 52 NWTA grads, which is amazing. 5 new grads in 2018. And there are 4 MKP USA supporting members. This developing community in Bloomington, Indiana is part of the MKP Mid-America area. And here's their story. MKP Bloomington is a place of passion and growth. A handful of men with passion took action in a small town in the Midwest USA and had an incredible impact. Bloomington expanded from 1 I group to 2. Through open circles, enrollment efforts, and community events, they had 7 men attend the NWTA in 2018. They have 5 men preparing to staff the next Mid-America NWTA, with many men in their open I group wanting to attend. Bloomington hosts a guest speaker series, community activities that include women and children, and is involved in a mission project, including one that supports a nonprofit organization empowering women to be financially independent. Fabulous. I love that last piece, that we're stepping out of the comfort zone of men, or the discomfort zone of men, and stepping into the further and greater discomfort zone of our whole world, women and children included. And sweet. I love that idea of a group doing missions of service in the world. So thanks for modeling that Bill Kauth ideal of circles and communities.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And Rick Morgenstern was with us here last night just to kind of review in the 4 areas that we look at for the community awards are community engagement, support for circles, support for the New Warrior training adventure, and mission. And as you could see, Bloomington, as a small developing community, is really doing all these things in just a beautiful way and getting themselves out there into the world. So thank you, Bloomington, and congratulations. And on to Bruce Cornwell. Let's see, Z, do you want to take this?
Sacred Dolphin, Bruce Cornwell. His mission: I create a world of compassion and creative expression by facilitating healing and empowered action. Bruce has been a consistent force for continued growth both in and outside of MKP. As one of the 6 founding artists of the Hippodrome State Theater in Gainesville, which celebrated its 46th anniversary this year as North Florida's professional theater, Bruce helped to develop and continues to serve as an active board member of this iconic community institution. Bruce is also a licensed clinical social worker for the Veterans Health Administration, where he advocates on behalf of veterans struggling with serious mental illness and works closely to help them realize their personal goals toward psychosocial recovery. So Bruce is yet another man on this call today who is dedicating his mission and energy in large part to the veterans that have served us and returning service to them. So congratulations to you, Bruce. Well earned.
And Jim Katona, do you want to do Richard Stewart?
Sure, thank you. Richard Stewart, Golden Phoenix from Canada, Ontario. I create a world of safety, love, compassion, and healing by mentoring, coaching, and storytelling. Richard founded and spearheaded Toasty Toes, Elgin, Middlesex, London, 2017, and raised over 4,000 pairs of socks for the homeless, distributing them throughout the community. Whether as a crisis volunteer or for victim services, a member for the Coalition to End Poverty, an Elgin Poverty Roundtable, and Homeless Hub of London. In addition, he is currently working with various nonprofit organizations, assisting with networking trade shows and social media, such as Farmtown Canada, Human Trafficking and Single Women in Motherhood. And Richard's life is spent with passion and selfless giveaway to fulfill his mission. I'm honored to announce that you are the 2018 Ron Herring Mission Service Award recipient for Ontario. And thank you, Richard, for living your mission.
Richard is with us, and I think you just got your audio back. Are you with us, Richard?
I am.
Congratulations. Please say a few words.
Thank you. I am humbled when I listen to some of these men, the giants amongst whom I stand. I'm really humbled by the honor, and I think I suffer from the same thing as many MKP men, in that, you know, you really sit back and you think, why me? And I do what I love because I love what I do, and I think that's really important for our community. And I picked up the last project, the socks thing, during a course where I was taking the whole world difference between system world and life world. And I think many of us forget that system world is really in control of a lot of life world things, and they're not doing it very well. But thank you for the honor. I really appreciate it. I was really touched when I got the award at our plenary in January, and I'm honored to recognize all the other men that I've heard being recognized, and I'm humbled, as I said, to be standing amongst these giants. Thank you. I hope.
Oh, Richard, congratulations. Thank you. Wolfgang Achterberg, from Germany, watchful calf biter. Wolfgang's mission: I create a world full of respect by respecting other people and by bringing it out into the world and loving it. And I'll start bringing Richard over into the panel here. Wolfgang is a man who is very attentive. He helps people in need, not only financially, but also with his heart, his kindness. With his actions and vigor, he serves humans and the men within MKP and offers his whole knowledge and experience to the organization. He is exacting, correct, and very fair. He's a genius for numbers. Inside, he is very calm. He's circumspect and good-natured, and he has a big heart. He is very empathetic. He spent more than 35 years in the chess club of his hometown, where he does youth care, serving as a treasurer and first chairman. He organizes events and serves as game leader. Wolfgang, congratulations on being the Ron Herring Award winner for 2018 for Germany, and I believe you're in the room with us. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much.
We hear you.
Okay. I believe to send you some English words because my English is very, very bad. I could not understand everything, but a lot. And the award, it was a surprise for me, and my heart want to say so much about MKP and my work. And but I have not enough words in English.
If you would like to take a moment, take a minute and just speak in German, even if I can't understand it, there will be men who will hear this presentation who will. So please feel free to just use German.
Okay. Dankeschön dafür. Dankeschön. MKP hat mein Leben sehr verändert. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass das überhaupt möglich ist. Und ich bin ganz so froh, dass ich MKP gefunden habe. Und ich habe ein ganz anderes Bild von den Männern bekommen und bin froh und wünsche es, dass jeder Mann diese Erfahrung macht. Männer kennenzulernen, die einfach anders sind als die Männer, die in den Kneipen und den Pubs sitzen, sondern Männer mit Herz. Die habe ich bei MKP kennengelernt. Vielen Dank. Now.
Wow. Thank you so much, Wolfgang, for being here, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So the next one up is Deer from the USA Northwest, and his name is Mark Mojdehi. I don't know how to say it.
Mojdehi.
Mojdehi. That's even better. Oh, much better than how I said it. I create a world of belonging by sharing my gifts is his mission. And it says here that Mark began prison volunteer efforts shortly after his NWTA 3 years ago. It took a year of badgering before he was allowed to create the now thriving music program for inmates at Columbia River Correctional Facility. The program serves the CRCI inmates and MKP volunteers wishing to serve. Mark sponsored MKP men interested in creating inside circles. He attended inside sessions for 6 months until others of his team were badged to get through security. Thanks to Mark's generosity, the program is vibrantly serving the population with 2 inmates committed to attending the July NWTA. Fabulous. Mark's sponsorship of unbadged MKP volunteers was at personal, emotional, and monetary expense until the Inside Circle team could become independent. I honor and respect Mark for his mission in action, sharing his gifts, giving back, and creating his world by sharing. Further, Mark is sending men from his music program to check out our inner circle. And with Mark's support, we are steadily getting stronger and increasing our numbers. So thank you, Mark. What a fabulous example of mission in action in the world. I create a world of belonging by sharing my gifts. I hear that in your action by sharing your gifts, which I assume are musical, inside the prison walls. Thank you for doing all that. Blessings.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Mark was with us last night, and he expressed something that we've heard a couple of times on the call today already, is this: how did I get to be in this rarefied group of men? That there's always a bit, I think, I project, make up a story, that there's an imposter syndrome that goes along with the Ron Herring Award. Men come in and say, oh my God, that guy's doing so much, but you're all doing so much. As Z said, you are the gift. So, and now moving to Z.
Rusty Mills from the Southeast area. Rusty is just so dear to my heart. Brave bear with big rooster. Rusty's mission: I create a world of physical, emotional, and spiritual healing by healing myself, helping others to heal, and teaching others to spread healing. Rusty is a nurse anesthetist. His career creates physical pain. He helps patients deal with fear of surgery and of whatever their diagnosis is. He has used his work connections to connect uninsured friends with physicians who are willing to provide pro bono care. He also volunteers as a medic for non-MKP events. The emotional part of his life mission involves his work in suicide prevention. This has included taking men to the emergency room for evaluation, meeting men wherever they are in distress, speaking with them on the phone, and sharing his story. Rusty has also led 3 funding drives for Atlanta Midtown Assistance and Lost and Found in the name of Wolfpack Men's Circle. Rusty served in the U.S. Air Force from 1984 to 2000, attaining the rank of captain. He says that he spent the first 50 years of his life with an invisible tattoo on his forehead that said victim. Thanks to MKP, he is starting to erase that. Wow, how humble is that, starting to erase that? I just got to say, Rusty has got one of the biggest hearts of any man I have ever met. He would give you the shirt off his back, and every word of this is just, he's just a total giver. So Rusty, bless you, brother. I miss you, and congratulations on this beautiful award.
Rusty's in the room with us. Rusty, would you like to say a few words, please?
Okay, I'm going to take off my shirt for Z real
Nope.
My son took his life 12 and a half years ago. I found MKP 5 years ago, and MKP helped teach me that I can heal myself by helping other men heal. I want to say that the relationship between a father and the son, and the relationship between a mentor and mentee, is not only a life-changing relationship, that it can also be a life-saving relationship. I am honored to be around the men that I mentor. I've got 2 different men here today than I did yesterday. And I'm honored to be in circle with men like all of you. Bless you, brothers. I love you.
Can I say something?
Thanks, Rusty.
Hi, hello, may I say something? I am Ruben Vega, MKP brother for a year. And April is going to be a year that I went to the NWTA, and a couple of years ago I was homeless, and with the help of Rusty and a circle of men that are healthy and are truthful and have a mission, I took upon my mission, and right now I want to let you know that with the help of my brother, I have grown a lot, and from 2016 being homeless until now, I am about to finish my degree this year in management. I'm growing. I have a stable job. I have very good grades. I'm going to the American Military University, where I am working on my degree in management. And all this is because I have Rusty and other men around me, all other brothers around me that help me to live my mission. And this is why I decided to be here today and talk on behalf of Rusty. And I empathize, and I empathize with a lot of all the other awardees, because I have a mission too, and eventually I hope that MKP can see the work that the work and all the missions come together in order to become and to give and to change, like we say, one man at a time. I am one of them. I am the fruit of all of yours work and Rusty's work. And I'm very thankful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here, brother. And congratulations, Rusty.
Thank
you. And next, back to Jim.
Freehawk from Colorado, USA, Bryan Molaska. I co-create a world that is filled with abundance of love, happiness, and deep, meaningful connections by loving, supporting, and empowering others in finding their true joy. Bryan has dedicated himself to making a positive impact on the world and the people in it. He has been involved in organizations such as Colorado Youth at Risk, Challenge Denver, Challenge Day, Denver Children's Home, Professional Miracles Foundation, and more. His involvement in these organizations ranges from mentor to community leader to volunteer to board member. Bryan happily gives of his time, money, and energy in support of great causes and loves to invite and inspire others around him to do the same. Most recently, Bryan, along with some of his closest friends, co-founded a chapter of Guys Who Give, an organization that raises and donates money to local nonprofits that make a difference in local communities. He is currently the leader body chair for MKP Colorado, has served tirelessly as pit leader, and has helped to start iGroup and even run a club at his favorite brewery. It's a privilege to announce and to congratulate you, Bryan, as the Colorado 2018 Ron Herring Award recipient. Thank you, brother. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, Bryan. And Ted, I think we're back to you.
Well, and right. And we got Jerry right here, too. I see him on the screen. So, Jerry, I'm going to read some glowing words about you. No Bad Dog from USA South Central. Jerry's mission is, I create a world of compassionate understanding by transforming men. Jerry is the volunteer treasurer for Land of My Grandfathers. He has spent countless hours working on the property, making repairs, and driving his tractor. For 12 years, he has been the Santa Claus for the Christmas party for the Council on Recovery, a party for underprivileged children. He's also volunteer committee man for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Jerry is a self-employed CPA. He started England and Company in 1985. Jerry loves portraying Santa Claus as a professional Santa. This has led him into an acting career with a TV movie coming out in 2019. Jerry has been married to Ellen for 22 years. She also works hard at Land of My Grandfathers. Jerry and Ellen live in Sugar Land, Texas, and they love to travel. So congratulations, Jerry, and so glad that you're here. So I could say thousands of wonderful things about you. Why don't you say them about yourself?
I don't know what to say about myself. It's incredible to be included in this this group of men. I do what I do in terms of my volunteer work without thought to achieving an award. I get drawn into stuff. I was drawn into service work 29 years ago, and then into MKP in 2005, and so I do a lot of volunteer stuff. I do a lot more than I hear men outside of MKP doing, and I don't know what I would do with my life if I just didn't do all this stuff. So it's I'm on the board of the Land of My Grandfathers. I'm on the board of the Lone Star Santas, which is a nonprofit organization. And besides working at, I was on the board for the Council on Recovery for a number of years. And so it's work that just keeps me feeling the way I should in terms of trying to heal others and heal myself. I have a great deal of passion. I create a world of compassion and understanding by transforming men, and the way I do that is through working with men NWTAs and with children, and it helps in hopes of helping children live a happier life.
Thank you, Jerry. And we have one more man who wants to say nice things about you. Ray St. Germain.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
We got you. Yep.
All right, because I was wondering how this didn't work. I've known Jerry since he came on board with the project and did his weekend. He stepped on an elder path. He's one of our most active ritual elders. Very much respected and loved throughout our community. And we wanted to really honor him for all of the work that's not, and it's not all up here on this the screen, the volunteer work that he gives unselfishly of his time and money and heart. But I just wanted to be able to share that part with you and let you know, Jerry, I love you. And well deserved.
Thank you.
Thanks, Boyson.
And now on to the second Bill Kauth Excellence in Community Award for 2018. This going to the Sustaining Community of East Hawaii. And very quickly, Dale Becker, Community Coordinator, and Robert Golden, Community Coordinator Emeritus. 5 I groups, 146 NWTA grads, 15 new grads in 2018, 9 MKP USA supporting members. East Hawaii shows up in a time of need. That is the bottom line. In 2018, the East Hawaii community was faced with lava, not figurative, literal. Burning houses, toxic gases, evacuation. The Brotherhood in East Hawaii showed up by providing housing, taking in pets, assisting with transportation, and so much more. East Hawaii is a place of community involvement. Marching in parades, cleaning up a highway, mentoring boys in school, doing men's work in a correctional facility, supporting joint MKP and Women Within activities, community gatherings, and fun events are just some of the ways that MKP East Hawaii is role modeling how a men's community can show up in the world. We are a brotherhood committed to nurturing each other, our families, communities, and our planet. East Hawaii, Dan Baldwin had some glowing things to say about East Hawaii. East Hawaii has done so much as a community. So again, the four points: community engagement, support for circles, support for the New Warrior training, and mission. And East Hawaii has it all covered. Service work out in the community, service work within the community, and incredible support for what we do and who we are as an organization. Congratulations to East Hawaii. And we will move right on. I'll go back to you, Ted.
Thank you. So we are from the Greater Carolinas, the Lion and the Bear. His name is Gareth Higgins. And Gareth's mission is, I create a peaceful world by leading and nurturing communities who learn and share a better story. Gareth is a storyteller and peace builder from Northern Ireland who has made his home in the U.S. for the last decade. He's the founder of multiple festivals, Wild Goose, Movies and Meaning, and The New Story, all emphasizing the intersection of art, spirituality, and social justice, creating communities for how we might live a better story. He is the author of several books, most recently a children's book entitled Corey and the Seventh Story, that teaches foundational concepts for peace building and nonviolence. He founded The Porch magazine for folks hungry for a hopeful vision of the world. He leads trips back to his birthplace to introduce U.S. Americans to his peace builder friends who are bridging a social and cultural divide after the 30-year violent conflict in the north of Ireland. The primary goal of these trips is to invite U.S. Americans to return home and to connect with folks across lines of difference. Along with his husband, Gareth leads a monthly storytelling night focused on sustaining members of the community in a time of great cultural divisiveness. So thank you again. Real clear that link between the stated mission and all that you do, not just locally, but apparently throughout the world, at least in other countries. And thank you for being a model of mission, Gareth. Congratulations.
Back to you, Z.
Okay, our next Ron Herring Award recipient is Monte and Theresa Brent, White Fox. Monte and his wife Theresa, who passed away 1 year ago and 1 year and 4 months ago, have a blended family of 6 children. Together, they started a junior development program encouraging kids 5 to 18 years of age to ride bicycles to enhance health, self-motivation, and confidence. There is also an opportunity to meet new friends locally and nationally. The program teaches kids how to show up in the world. Your best is your best. All of this helps Monte as the sole parent of their 6 children, including Theresa's 3 children who also lost their father. 3 are in middle school, 2 are in high school, and 1 is a preschooler. Bicycling was and is their passion. Sharing it with their children and other children is Monte's mission. Well, Monte, my heart goes out to you, and bless you and Theresa for the work that you're doing with children, because that is the work that really changes the world. I mean, long before men come to the NWTA, if they had the kind of love that you give to children, we wouldn't need an NWTA, I'd say. So it's just wonderful that you continue to do this work and pour your love into those 6 kids. Congratulations to you.
And moving to Los Angeles, Patrick Reynolds, Black Panther from Los Angeles. My mission is to make a difference in the world we live in. Patrick Reynolds worked for 3 decades to educate children not to smoke and helped thousands globally to quit tobacco through his group's website and media advocacy. Former U.S. Surgeon General Koop commented, Patrick Reynolds is one of the nation's most influential advocates of a smoke-free America. His testimony is invaluable to our society. In 2015, the White House and President Obama presented Patrick with a Lifetime Achievement Award. He's a grandson of tobacco company founder R.J. Reynolds, yet watched his father and oldest brother die from cigarette-induced emphysema and lung cancer. Concerned about mounting health evidence, in 1986, he made the decision to speak out publicly in Congress against the industry his family helped to build. Mr. Reynolds serves as the executive director of the Foundation for a Smoke-Free America, a nonprofit group he founded in 1989. Every December, he also runs Be an Elf, a Christmas charity he founded for needy children.
Benevolent Stag from Heartland, USA, Michael Wilson. I create a compassionate world by blessing, mentoring, and empowering others. Mike Wilson founded an architectural firm 30 years ago. He has worked to improve the built environment of his community, Topeka, and his state, Kansas, by designing and developing environmentally responsible quality projects. Wilson and his firm have made generous philanthropic contributions to multiple organizations throughout Topeka and Northeast Kansas. Mike has served his community by participating on multiple boards, including Habitat for Humanity, Valio Behavioral Health, Unitarian Fellowship, Downtown Topeka, Inc., the City of Topeka Building and Fire Appeals Board, among others. Mike said, I have been blessed with a great career, the second half of which has been made better with my MKP tools. Mike recognizes that MKP has made him a better man, father, partner, husband, son, and leader. He also credits his wife for her willingness to do her own work and share the MKP, her language, with him, and sees that as strengthening their relationship. Congratulations, Michael, for being the 2018 Heartland Ron Herring Award recipient. Thank you.
And we'll go to you next, Ted. There you are.
So I asked for one more because I need to step off the call now. So I get this one last wonderful man to present from South Africa, Cape Town. Tiger Him is his animal name, and his walking around name is Heinrich Reisenhofer. And I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but I think I got close. I create a world of sacred wholeness and presence through awakening and empowering. Coach, shamanic facilitator, theater maker, activist. Heinrich is the creator and director of the highly successful theater production and movement #JustMen, which was inspired by his participation in the MKP Warrior Weekend. #JustMen is a raw, honest, and empowering multilingual docudrama performed by 4 South African men from diverse backgrounds who tell their own stories and take a stand against the epidemic of gender-based violence in South Africa. For the last 25 years, Heinrich has been working with story healing, both as an award-winning theater director and now as a transformation coach and shamanic facilitator. He is passionate about empowering people to awaken healing, higher connection, and workability between genders, cultures, and religions. His main focus is empowering men to rediscover their sacred masculine purpose and to take responsibility for transforming critical issues such as gender-based violence and climate change. And you can find out more at www.heinrichreisenhofer.com /JustMen. And wow, just wow. Thank you, Heinrich. Congratulations, and thank you so much for all the work that you've been doing, and I'm sure will continue to do, and living your mission in the world.
Oh.
Our next recipient is Claude Tremblay from Canada, Wise Fox, Renard Sage, okay, in French. His mission, Je crée un monde d'inclusion, d'amour et de paix. Well, it comes from the heart. I can feel it coming through the screen. Initiated at Camp Kenawana in May of 2012 during a very dark time, Claude's life changed immediately after his weekend. He lives his mission to have inner peace, in love with the universe, and well connected with all the people who are a part of his life. He is a leader of 2 circles, and he has intervened to prevent multiple potential suicides. Bless you for that, Claude. He is the 3rd child in a family of 5 brothers, co-owner of a family business, in the process of transferring his business to his sons, in a relationship with Danielle Roux since 1979, and he is both an LIT and an elder in spirit. Congratulations to you, Claude, for your work and for being one of this year's very coveted Ron Herring Award recipients.
Oh, and I believe we now have Patrick Reynolds in the circle with us. Patrick, are you there?
Well, while you're waiting on that audio, Patrick, I just want to bless you for you to have the fortitude and courage to stand up and speak out, you know, really against your own family's history for the sake of, you know, doing your mission here. It's just very powerful for me. I'm completely blown away by that.
Oh, Jim, would you like to do Ronald Garrow?
Sure.
Thank you.
Brown Bear, upstate New York, Ronald Garrow. I create a world through acts of kindness. Working with the Native American Culture Center in Rochester, New York, Ronald helped provide education programs and workforce training to his Native American community. He actively worked to raise awareness of issues affecting Native Americans and to promote cultural sensitivity within the larger Rochester community. He tirelessly negotiated with the mayor's office on one such issue. His efforts bore fruit this past October when the city of Rochester celebrated its first Indigenous Peoples Day. He helped increase awareness of Native American culture and issues both within the Native American community and the larger Rochester, New York community. Ronald went through his NWTA in October in 2007 at Camp Whitman. Congratulations, Ron, for being the 2018 Ron Herring Award recipient for upstate New York. Hi, how you doing, brother? You're on the air.
Oh, well, it's an honor and a privilege to be honored in this way, and I'm thrilled. I'm a big champion of MKP. I did my weekend, June 2016, in here in Los Angeles, the LA area, and it's a big part of my life. It's an important part of my life. It's been very healing. I want to have more fun in my I group, but honestly, it's such a great organization, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it. And I've told many men about it. My dad died from emphysema caused by smoking the brands that made our family rich and powerful. And I founded the Foundation for a Smoke-Free America, and we're rebranding as the Foundation for a Tobacco-Free World. Our website is tobaccofree.org, and I am speaking not just in the United States, but internationally, and have been able to spread the word that secondhand smoke kills, that the tobacco industry is up to no good. I have no affiliation with them, even though my family founded Reynolds Tobacco, the makers of Camels and Winstons. And I've been very active in this fight. And now, since we've seen smoking go down among our kids, we've seen a huge increase in vaping. It's up by many 100% in the last few years. And we're doing what we can to get the Food and Drug Administration to clamp down on vaping and the vaping industry as well. The kids don't know it has nicotine. Don't get me started. But I love MKP. I'm thrilled to be a part of this. I like, too, what one of the three co-founders of MKP is doing, Bill Koth, the Bill Koth who wrote A Circle of Men. He's got a new group called Time for Tribe, timefortribe.com, which includes women, if desired. And I'm interested in learning more about what Koth is doing. There's only 2 or 3 groups at this point, but he is developing a home study course to train people, small groups of intimate friends who live within biking distance of each other, to go ahead and be a part of a circle and train them how to get along in a group situation that meets every 2 weeks. And I think that is very, very promising for bringing an experience like MKP to many, many people around the world. I feel like we're in a time in history when never before have we been so isolated from others. And let's face it, the only happiness that we get in this life comes from relationships with other people. The only happiness we get. It's not from money you make, it's not from things you accomplish, but it is from our friends and the people we love. And if we can come together in small groups, as in MKP and as in Time for Tribe, then I think that we have the chance to have friendships that are really intimate, and hopefully have a lot of fun along the way as well. So, bravo to MKP, and I'm thrilled to have found this work, and I will continue it for the rest of my life.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for being here. Congratulations, and thanks for taking the time out to come and join us for a few minutes.
Oh, I'm thrilled to be here. I've been watching the men who receive these honors, and what a thrill. I mean, to see that we're offering recognition to people who have served their communities so well. I'm honored and surprised to be one of them, actually.
Oh, welcome. All right. And Greg Manning from the UK and Ireland, Rainbow Dragon. Greg's mission: I create safe spaces for myself and tribe to heal by being open-hearted. Greg travels both the country and the world to do his work, leading healing circles and sacred events. His life is packed with either hosting healing circles or honing his skills to better facilitate future work. Whilst trying to support himself through the work, he often holds space at his own cost to further continue providing space for others. Greg Manning from the UK and Ireland, congratulations on being the 20th annual 2018 Ron Herring Mission of Service Award winner for the UK.
Okay, our next recipient, Joel Burback from Wisconsin, Free Falcon, the Sky Dreamer. Joel's mission: I create a more connected universe by closely listening to others and to myself. Joel has been active in the Buffalo Township and Marquette County board meetings, with one focus being providing better conditions for the county EMS units. He's active in local school board meetings and with the A.L. Ringling Theater Board in Baraboo. He has supported the Growing Power organization in Milwaukee. Joel is active in the Garver Project, a complete renovation of an old granary adjacent to the Old Brick Botanical Gardens. He's the principal developer of the art space within the project, which will serve both artists and the community. Joel lives his mission on a more earthly level by championing 6 acres of organic land in Marquette County next to the John Muir Park, creating the best possible world for both flora and fauna. He was born in January 1952, grew up on a dairy farm in Wisconsin. In 1975, he co-founded a peppermint and spearmint project and founded the Artesian Water Company 10 years later. He shares his life with his beautiful and inspiring partner, Bettina Maldini. Wow, that is a long list of involved projects, and it sounds like you've been a Wisconsin man for a long time, serving other people in your community. So congratulations to you, Joel, for receiving this award.
Well, thank you, Z. This is a very touching experience for me to be here. One is that I lived not too far away from where Ron Herring himself had lived and met his passing. And the other one is to have been an observer of these awards since you've been broadcasting them, Z. And it's just very touching to see this every year, and it actually inspires me throughout the entire year to keep going and to never stop. It's a very interesting life for me. I just returned from Costa Rica last night, and I'm glad to be here and awake for this. And so I walk in many worlds, and to be back here, and the blurry the great big blurry gray space between MKP and the rest of my life is just that. It's very blurry, but it's all involved and detailed, and it crosses a lot of crossover between MKP and I try to use my tools and everything that I learn about MKP and from holacracy and other things that have been going on, and bring those gifts and those tools and share them with the rest of the world, and try to do it in a way that it's organic and works with everybody. It's just really an honor and blessing to be involved in so many things. After watching these awards year after year, I just cannot believe that there's not more people beating down our doors trying to give us bags of money to say, hey, do more of this stuff, because a lot of great things are happening here, and every one that I see. And so it's just really a touching experience to be part of this for me.
I will do the next one. And from the Northern California community, Screeching Osprey with Open Heart, Donovan Ray. Donovan's mission: I co-create a world of love and consciousness by being authentic and creating a safe place for others to do the same. Donovan is living his mission with his family, his fellow employees, those around him, and his brothers and friends in MKP. His massive loving heart has become famous in NorCal. He actively steps up to be in service to others in many different venues and continues to display his leadership in all areas. He mentors many men on their leadership path within MKP. He's bringing teachings through leadership to his architecture and engineering firm and is co-creating a progressive workplace where there's diversity and where emotions are welcome. Donovan works with the local contractors association in the planning and presentation of a senior pancake breakfast each year. His expertise as an engineer has brought him to be president of the Tahoe Engineers Association. Being of true, authentic service suits him and his path for the future. And Donovan's path for the future is leading him into the MKP USA chair. Donovan is our chair-elect for 2020. So Paul Samuelson is our current chair in MKP USA, and now the tri-chairs, Ed Gerwitz, Paul, and Donovan will be working together for the next several years to help take us where we're going. So congratulations to Donovan on being a Ron Herring Award winner and on being elected to the chair-elect role.
Yeah, Golden Wolf, MKP Philadelphia. Clark Pitcairn, I create a world of love and support by bringing love and support to others. Clark is one of the men that built the Bernathen's men's group, which 22 years ago created this spiritual warfare effectiveness training, SWEAT, Men's Weekend. Clark is a leader on SWEAT weekends held at Beaver Lake, his property in northeastern Pennsylvania. Over 1,300 men aged 13 to 84 have gone through the weekend. From its beginning, SWEAT reached out to the Philadelphia recovery community. The cost of SWEAT is discounted to men in recovery as well as to men of limited means. Some inner city men went to the SWEAT weekend and met Clark and other men from the suburbs. They thought we would never see these men from the suburbs again. Clark and another warrior brother, Locke Brown, started coming and are still coming into the city to mentor men in a weekly men's group, helping them grow to be better fathers and husbands and men of honor and integrity. Clark is a married father of 4 sons, 1 daughter, and 3 stepsons. He is a senior vice president at Pitcairn Trust Company. He was a founder and the first president of the National Philanthropic Trust. And I sit and circle with Clark on Tuesday, every Tuesday. And it's an honor, brother, and a privilege to know you for the past 20 years and to sit and circle with you and to witness you and your spirit of giveaway. And it's a great honor to congratulate you as the 2018 Ron Herring Mission of Service Award recipient for Philadelphia. Thank you, brother.
Clark, you're live with us, man. You can unmute.
I was definitely honored to have been, told that I was getting this award. But now, after sitting through this and hearing all the other men, I am truly, truly humbled to be included in this group of men who've accomplished so much. And I really feel blessed to be able to be involved in men's work. And I don't do this for recognition. I don't believe any of the men who've already spoken do. I do it to be able to witness a positive change in a man's life. That's what really, in essence, pays me for doing this is just to see the change in a man. And again, I thank you for this honor, and it truly is a blessing. Thanks.
Thanks, Clark.
Wow, that was beautifully said. Beautifully said. Yeah, the men who end up here don't come here looking for recognition. So thank you. This concludes the presentation, the 20th annual presentation of the Ron Herring Awards. We've been using this quote for a number of years now. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted, and behold, service was joy. Rabindranath Tagore. So, men, wake up, grow up, show up, keep living out there. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the Ron Herring Awards. Thanks to Art Patterson, Jim Katona, Z, Ted, Dan, all y'all for showing up here, and blessings. This concludes our presentation.
Thank you, boys and